In the previous program, we mentioned that Sun Wukong's big fuss in the underworld was deliberately arranged by Xidigarba, and it was a big conspiracy from beginning to end. So what is the purpose of this conspiracy? Sun Wukong made a big fuss in the underworld, which was a blatant rebellion, and he wanted to destroy the 9 clans. It seems that although he has taken some advantage, can he give up in the underworld? So this matter. Let's see, after Sun Wukong made a big fuss in the underworld, he returned to Wagwa Mountain. The Monkey King Yen Bis previous life, and the 4 swords were violent and all the demon kings came to congratulate him. A few days later, 6 strange brothers came to congratulate him again. After hearing about the reason for the clearing of Ming Dynasty, they were all happy and did not mention it every day. There is no smart person here, and even the monkey beside Sun Wukong did not remind him of the crisis facing Wagwa Shan. Since the disaster has been broken, at least we have to be prepared to defend ourselves. Except for Sun Wukong, everyone else was looking forward to a result, which was that Xidigarba Bodhisattva suit him to the heavenly court, making Lao Sun a glorious throne. In other words, the control of Sun Wukong was directly transferred from the underworld to the heavenly court, and the Jade Emperor could finally interfere in Lao Sun's life with justification. So far, all the things that happened to Sun Wukong have only one purpose, that is, to attract the attention of the heavenly court. So far, Sun Wukong has committed 2 serious crimes. The first one is robbery and robbery of the Dragon King, and took away the Dinghaishan needle combination set. The second one is to make a big fuss about the underworld to modify the life and death book, and to force the name to eliminate monkeys and rats, and to live a long life in the place of macaques, and to reincarnation, there is no life and death in each. Let's look at the 3rd chapter of the original work. The old Dragon King suddenly thanked him. The following is the remarks of the Emperor Ge Xianweng, and the following is the speech of King Guang of Ming Si, the leader of Yoming, and the Bodhisattva Xidigarba. The 2 things that robbed the Dragon King and the Great Tao Underworld were a long time apart. The report of the Dragon King and the Xidigarba appeared in front of the Jade Emperor at the same time. This is not reasonable. If you think someone's belongings were robbed, you wouldn't call the police immediately, right? Could it be that the Dragon King is too old and slow to react? Otherwise, he would have been waiting for something in the underworld to sue him together, and the Dragon King is really righteous. Let's look at the reaction of the Jade Emperor. The great heavenly Lord Xian, all the civil and military officials were the first to rise, and asked, "How many years did this monster produce jade and who was born? But is it so righteous?" The Jade Emperor said that I have no idea who this monkey is. Qianlian Shunfenger beat him up at this time. This monkey was born 300 years ago and did not accept it at that time. I don't know where I have been practicing to become an immortal in the past few years. The tiger in the Dragon Mansion is so urgent to kill him. This Qianlian Shunfenger is the intelligence officer of the heavenly court. Except for knowing that Sun Wukong is a stone monkey, all other information is blank. Why don't you know? It's not the words of the Jade Emperor back then. The things below are called by the golden flowers of heaven and earth, and they are not different. At this time, the Jade Emperor said, which gods and immortals should be conquered in the world? Yen Weisher's Tai Bai Chong Gung star flashed out of the class, and the sound of the sage was raised and played. In the 3 realms of the holy, anyone who seeks fancy can cultivate immortality. This monkey is the body of the Jade City of heaven and earth, and the old body of the sun and moon. He is also overwhelmed by the sky and earth. He captured the heroes. Now that he has practiced Taoism and became immortals, he has the ability to subdue the Dragon Palace and tigers. How is it different from others? I will give you a message to your majesty, and you can read the words of bio-craftsmanship, and borrow a Zhaoan imperial edict, and receive a large and small official position with him. I will gather in the group and live here. If you receive the destiny of heaven, you are worthy of your life. If you only have the destiny of heaven, you will be captured. One is to do nothing and the other is to receive the destiny of immortality. When the Jade Emperor heard this, he said happily. After the light of the comments, the Tai Bai Chongqing flashed out before Yen could do so. Yen Wei, what does it mean? That is to say, before the Jade Emperor captured Sun Wukong, Tai Bai Jingxing stood up and suggested asking Zhaoan. As for this Jade Emperor, he was polite and agreed without hesitation. So why did the Jade Emperor recruit Sun Wukong? Sun Wukong is the overlord of the demon world. He must be cautious when fighting with such a large force of monkey. It is reasonable for the Jade Emperor to recruit Sun Wukong. Tai Bai Venus plea. Tai Bai Jingxing immediately stood up and suggested Zhaoan, which shows that he had already thought about Zhaoan. Before the Jade Emperor could finish his statement, Tai Bai Jingxing made a statement, because he was afraid that the main war faction would steal the limelight. There is still something in this old vernacular: if you are destined to be born, it means that Sun Wukong still has room for promotion. It can even be said that the purpose of recruiting Sun Wukong is to promote the monkey. But if you want to be promoted, you won't be promoted for no reason. You have to make some achievements. So what can a monkey do to achieve results? The description in the round beat is like this, and the 5 songs of the Star Lord are turned around and started the track. There are many officials in every palace, hall, and place in the Tiangong Palace, but there is only a lack of the main hall in the Imperial Horse. There is only one space in a vast sky, and it is still a horse-racing person, but have we ever thought about it? Heaven should be a radish in a pit, and it does not have any retirement. It's dead, and the gods can't die. Why is Sun Wukong so lucky? There's a job vacant. To answer this question, we must think about what is horse racing in this heaven. Is Tianma used for war? When the heavenly soldiers and generals surrounded Wagwa Mountain, they did not mention the fact that there were war horses. Moreover, the heavenly court claims to have 100,000 heavenly soldiers. How many are the Tianma? This quantity is obviously asymmetric, so what's the use of Tianma? It's called Yuma Jian. What does you mean? The meaning of royalty is, so as the name suggests, the horse among the royal horse is also the Tianma. It is the exclusive to Emperor Yu Wang. So why is the Emperor Yu raising horses without any trouble? Since this horse is not used for war, is it a pet? I occasionally want to experience the fun of riding a horse or a horse racing competition, otherwise it will be useless. Sun Wukong's real job is to raise pets for Emperor Yu. So is this official who raises pets for Emperor Yu big or small? Sun Wukong is the main manager of the Royal Horse Room, and there are also Imperial City, Sholi, Dor, Lishur, and officials of all sizes. Note, Sun Wukong is the top leader of a department and has a group of clerks under his command. The department that can raise thousands of horses is not a small department anymore. Second, this department is directly under the Emperor of Yu, and the Emperor of Yu can see the work results, so it is easy to achieve results. So, the official position is not about the size, but about the distance between the rights. So Bi Ma Wen is a promising position. You don't say that this position is very suitable for Sun Wukong. We know that when the ancients raised horses, they would raise monkeys because monkey urine could prevent horse warmth, so it was called Bi Ma Wen. The original work also says that those Tianmas met Sun Wukong and were all chubby and strong. It can be seen that Sun Wukong is doing a good job in this way. What if he continues to develop like this? The model worker in this heaven back then must have been Sun Wukong, and promotion and salary increase are just around the corner. It is not an exaggeration to praise the Emperor of the Imperial Palace to give people good responsibilities. If Sun Wukong insists on persisting, Emperor Yu will be promoted to him. But the monkey quits himself. Why did Sun Wukong give up his bright future? It turns out that yes, there was one trick in my spare time, and the officials of the supervisory office arranged 9 seats. One greeted him, and the other congratulated him. While hiding, the Monkey King stopped and was asked, "Dog, what kind of official appearance is my royal horse?" At the reception for Sun Wukong asked his subordinates, "Everyone, how old is my official?" Think about it, if you are a subordinate, the top leader of your unit will ask you, "How old is my official position?" How would you answer? The staff of the Royal Horse Room told Sun Wukong, "This is the official name, it is not big or big, it is just a matter of not being in the market. Your official position is not to wait. Such an official position is the lowest and the smallest, so you can only show him the horse. A Taoist descendant like you, so attentive. The horse that was fat and strong, could only talk about it with good words. If you are a little careless, you will still be responsible. If the horse is not well raised, some people are injured or dead. Maybe you have to punish me." Since Bai Yin welcomes other leaders. As a subordinate, do you think you can say this? Is this appropriate? It's worthless to lose Sun Wukong's position. The monkey came to take office happily. But you collectively mocked and fanned the flames. This annoyed Sun Wukong at once. I stopped on strike. Then the question is, these horse-bearing people, why do it? Sun Wukong should shut up Ma Wen. Think about it, who is the most unhappy? Of course, it is these people on the horse shoulder. This location has been empty for so long. Who doesn't want to be on the ranks? Everyone has put in full force to engage in internal competition. Finally, a monkey suddenly landed. What's even more regrettable is that this monkey does a very good job. The trend of my friend will not leave when he comes. Only by finding a way to get Sun Wukong away. Only then will everyone have the opportunity to compete again. This summit is actually a game. The purpose is to anger Sun Wukong. Let him quit his job.